Hello, my name is Maryanne and I'm from Mother Tongue, and today I'm here at Odyssey Nursery speaking to Miss Rola, who is the academic director here. We're talking all about Odyssey and I cannot wait to find out more. Can you please start by telling us all about Odyssey and what makes you guys different?
Hi, yes, welcome to Odyssey Nursery. So Odyssey Nursery is a nursery that follows the American curriculum, and it is inspired by the Reggio Emilia approach, and it offers the curriculum and the approach to children from 4 months old all the way up to the age of 5.
Wow.
And it is done in both English and French. So parents and children have the option to choose the language of instruction as well when they enroll their child at Odyssey.
That is incredible. I feel like that is a massive USP. Can you tell us more about the language offering and how it is infused with everyday life at Odyssey?
Yes, absolutely. So when children enroll at Odyssey, they have the option of choosing between the French and the English language. And approach that we use for language learning is something that we call one face, one language.
Okay.
So in a given classroom, there could be multiple language speakers. So, for example, a teaching assistant could speak French or English, and the teacher could speak French or English. And so the children have exposure to multiple languages throughout the day. At the same time, we also introduce Arabic. So we have an Arabic teacher who goes around all of the classrooms starting at the age of 2 plus, and she offers Arabic as an additional language as well. So typically, a child at Odyssey would be exposed to all 3 languages, French, Arabic, and English.
Amazing. And what are the benefits of learning languages like this at such a young age?
Yeah, so there are many different benefits. A lot of them have to do with their cognitive development. So by learning many different languages, the children develop more enhanced executive functioning skills. So
Wow.
things like multitasking, focusing their attention, critical thinking, creativity, all of that is strengthened while they're learning multiple different languages. And another really important benefit as well is that when children learn multiple languages at a younger age, as they grow older, it becomes so easy for them to pick up new languages if they decide to do so at an older age as well.
That's amazing. Let's say you mentioned then English, French, Arabic. How do you split those 3 languages?
The families get to choose, whether they would like to be registered in an English or a French-speaking classroom. And what we tend to do in the classroom is we immerse the children in the language. So it's a very natural way for children to be exposed to the language. And the approach of having one face, one language is really important as well. So let's say, for example, myself, I would only speak English to the children at the nursery, even though I do speak another language. But even if I enter their classroom and I see the children there, the language that they will always hear from me is, and that would be the same case with our French teachers, English teachers, and the Arabic teachers as well. So we do try to implement the one face, one language, because that would also encourage the children to have the courage to speak in that particular language.
That's amazing. So I hear experiential learning is a massive part of what you guys do at Odyssey. Can you just tell me a little bit more about this?
Yeah, so it's very important for us to engage children in hands-on experimental learning in the classrooms, regardless of their age group. So the children tend to work in groups, and the way it works is that we divide our projects across the 3 terms. And within every project, the child as a group decides on where they would like to take that project. Through experimental learning, the children tend to do hands-on activities. So we empower them and they have autonomy in what they want to do. And this would happen even from our youngest age groups, even in the baby unit, all the way up to our KG1 classes. The experimental learning also has a lot of practical life. For example, we've had petting zoos come in when we were discussing things like animals, and engages all the senses of the child, which is quite important for us. It's quite holistic as well.
And then can you tell me a little bit more about how the American curriculum weaves into everything else that you do at Odyssey?
The American curriculum is divided into 5 different domains. At the same time, we have the Reggio Emilia approach. So we're a Reggio-inspired nursery. We take the learning objectives from the American curriculum and we embed it within the Reggio approach that we implement in the classroom. One of the most unique parts of the American curriculum is that we focus quite a bit on the children's ability to be resilient, to take initiatives, to work in groups, but also have leadership skills, things like risk-taking within our project. If a child, for example, is trying to do something and they aren't able to get to the next step, if a child asks questions, we won't give them the answer, but we would say, what do you think? So that's a huge part, how we embed the American curriculum with the Reggio approach.
That's amazing. Fostering great independence, which is so important. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience as a parent here as opposed to the academic director?
Honestly, if you work in a place where you truly believe in everything that you do and you know that you're doing the best for every single child, it's no doubt that I would enroll my own son. The environment that we have is quite rich in terms of, the materials that we have for the children to explore. The staff members are very genuine. The atmosphere, the vibes that you get once you enter Odyssey Nursery, it's very homey, if I could use that word. And that's basically what I wanted for my son at the end of the day. Obviously there's the benefits of the American curriculum and the French language and all of that, but essentially it comes down to a place where I know my child is safe, my child is looked after very well, and a place that I myself, as a grown adult, call it a second home. So imagine what it is for the young children as well.
That's amazing.